from scrimpingmommy.co.uk, and today I'm going to make a lovely card using Forever Fern. It's a beautiful, beautiful set. I'll probably make quite a few different projects using this because I think it's beautiful. I've selected 3 colours. I don't know if they're going to work, but we're going to go with it anyway. Magenta Madness, Just Jade and Pretty Peacock. I know they'll go, it's that one that I'm worried about, but hey ho, we'll see. So I've got a card base. This is Just Jade. This is 11 3/4 by 4 1/8, scored at 5 7/8. And then I've got a card base here, which is just an 1/8 of an inch smaller. So that is 4 by, I can never remember that measurement. 4 by 5 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to just put my card base to one side. I've cut myself a masking template. This measures 2.5 by 2.5. I showed a card the other day on my social media that I'd hand coloured with pencils, and I used this method, and I thought I'd give it a go again. Alright, so I'm putting a glue dot on there, and I'm just going to make it a little bit less tacky because I want to remove it, but I don't want it so tacky it comes off, so not tacky it comes off. But I don't want it to rip the card when I remove it. I don't have any removable tape, so I'm using a glue dot. I'm just going to put it kind of central. Alright, and the trick here is to be super careful not to smudge, is the tricky part. Okay, especially when we come to do the sentiments. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab myself a baby wipe ready to keep my hands clean so that I don't get ink all over and smudge it on my card. So that's kind of central. I'm not too worried if it's not perfect. Alright, and I've mounted up the parts of the Forever Fern that I'd like to use. I've got a large leaf, a small leaf, and then I've got the flower. So first of all, I'm going to stamp the larger leaf in Just Jade. Okay. So I'm just going to ink that up, and then I'm just going to quite randomly stamp. You just got to press on because you've got 2 layers there because you've got the mask. Okay, so I'm going to do one there, and then I'll have one at the other side as well. I'll let that come down a bit lower. Just give it a wiggle and a press because I want it to go over the edge there. Okay. Move that to one side, and then I'm going to, I think I'll do my Magenta Madness. Now I have told myself I'm going to stamp off so that it's not so bright, so let me just move that ink pad out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to stamp off twice, I think, because it's a lovely bright colour, but I don't want it to be too bright on my card. So I'm inking it up gently, stamp once, make sure it's all inked fully. Okay, which it is. And then we're going to make sure I'm in shot. We're just going to stamp on the edge of the card, give it a bit of a wiggle. Alright, and we'll do it again over the other side. Okay, about there. Give it a bit of a wiggle. Okay, and then I've got my other smaller leaf, which we're going to use in Pretty Peacock. Okay, let me just check the, yep, that's fine. So I'm going to do one at the side of my pink and one at the other side of my green, just there. Okay, and then I'll have one here on the other side. And we'll have one just there. Okay, right, so what I'm going to do now, if it's plugged in, I'm just going to very quickly clean all my hands because I don't want to smudge my card, and then I'm just going to get my heat gun and very quickly just blast over that ink to make sure it's dry. Okay. I really don't want it to smudge. Okay, I'm just giving that a quick dry. That should be alright. We'll just move that out of the way. Don't worry if your card's buckled a little bit, it'll straighten out when you glue it back down. Then I'm going to very carefully remove my mask, move it to one side. Check I haven't got ink on my hands again. Move that out of the way. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm bringing in a ruler and a black fine liner, which is my latest best friend. Alright, in fact I just need to just bring that stamp back a minute, my mask back a minute I mean, because I just need to mark where the corners are on that. Let me just bob it back and pretend it's back in place. There we go, let me just mark the corners. I should have done that. So mark the corners of your mask before you remove it, I forgot. Alright, so a dot there, a dot there, a dot there, and a dot there. Don't worry if it's not perfect, it really does not matter. Okay, then just join your dots up. Okay. If you don't have a fine liner, use a black biro or a stamping right marker or whatever you've got. Just use what you've got. And you're just giving that, where you masked, you're giving it a border. Okay, those that follow me on Instagram and Facebook will have seen me do a similar card, like I say, during the week. But it was all hand coloured. It was stamped and then I coloured it with pencils. And then join it up there. Okay. And that gives you a nice frame there. Alright. Then I'm going to come in with the Ornate Thanks, and I'm using this Thanks here. Okay, let's find it. There it is. And the good thing about this is that it's photopolymer, which means I can see through, so it'll help me position it where I like it. I'm using Memento. Okay, now very gentle with this stamp. Tap tap tap. You can be keen to press down harder with photopolymer stamps, but you really mustn't, because you'll squish the shape. Alright, and then I'm just looking for the centre, okay, which is roughly, I'm not too worried, I'm just going to go for it, roughly there. Okay, and there we go. Okay. Alright, you've got a lovely masked stamped image there, and then all you need to do is bring in your card base. Need some glue. All of my glues are running out at the moment, and I've got this one, but it's blobs a bit, so I'll see if I can be very careful with it. Okay, I have to be very careful with it because it comes out too fast. Oop, there we go, you see, spread it about. I'm waiting for my next consignment of Tombow to arrive, and then you can attach that to your card base. Okay, and that completes a very lovely card, very much inspired by bullet journaling, is that masking effect. That's where I got the idea from. So there you go, let's zoom in. There's a really lovely masked, stamped, lovely card. Takes minutes, anybody can do it, give it a try. Thanks for watching, take care, bye for now.